Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got another video in mind for you. This one was supposed to be a secret passageway opening as you flew by in order to open a doorway using the new calibrated skulk sensor. Unfortunately, there is a bug currently for skulk sensors and calibrated ones not being affected by air entities, including the elytra wings. So that video will have to wait. But what I've got for you today is pretty simple build using just a flat piece of wall here. Any surface could be the entrance to your base or a secret room you want to keep hidden from people. But it's activated by eating food. Just opens a hole and then got you a little tunnel set up to run through. And it works every single time without fail. It is a little fast, but I'm sure that's fixable if you need to. Pretty basic setup. You got 4 pistons here, some redstone dust, a repeater, torch, lectern. This is probably the most complicated part of it, is the lectern book. As you can see, I've got it to page 16 out of 30 with an 8 on that. And that 8 just represents the vibration that is being emitted into the comparator that's going into the skulk sensor. So this is the technical mechanic of it that makes it all work. Um, all the rest of this is just stuff you need to actually get the door extended so that it's flush with the wall. So if you want to stick around, I will show you how to build it. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. So we've already got our passageway assigned. This is the one that we want to use to kind of give a hidden entryway and exit for. So the materials you're going to need for this are obviously a spot for the passage, and then you're going to need a lectern. You're going to need a redstone comparator, calibrated skulk sensor, book and quill, 6 sticky pistons, building blocks of your choice, and then redstone dust, redstone torch, repeater, some glass, and then your method of choice for opening the door. It doesn't have to be cooked beef, and it doesn't have to be eating food. That just happens to be the one that I'm going to be showing you in the tutorial. So to begin with, what we want to do is start by placing the sticky pistons where we're going to need them. So if we want the door completely flush with the wall here, we're going to go 2 back and place the sticky pistons. And then we're going to break these out here. And then we want to place, again, 2 away, and then another 2 on top of those 2. So you'll have 4 on the right, you'll have 2 in front. Now these could also be on the left, they don't have to be on the right. It's just how I'm going to build it for this one. And then what we'll want to do is come to this side, and you're going to want to break the block that's next to your bottom sticky piston in the center of the tunnel. And then we want to create the extender power for all of this. So to do that, we're going to need a torch on a block, like so. Redstone dust going into that bottom piston from the torch, not from the block. Make sure it's from the torch. And then we also need to power this sticky piston. So in order to do that, we're going to have to get redstone dust on top of it to give it power. And then we're going to make a line using glass down to this line here. So a glass tower is probably the simplest method for that. So as you could hear, it just fired. And so we've got 2 extended sticky pistons right here. So now what we want to do is get the other 4 extended as well. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and place 2 blocks on the bottom there with redstone dust. So all of these will get power once we can get power over to it. We're going to take a piece of glass and stick it right here above the top sticky piston, not in front of it, right? And then we're also going to stick a piece of glass here on the other side next to the redstone dust on your block here. Then you'll want to take a repeater, stick it in the middle, set it to 3 tick, and make sure it's facing the direction of your 4 sticky pistons. Make sure it's away from the torch. That way the power does flow through correctly and goes to those sticky pistons. And so then we're just going to bring a line up with redstone dust on the piston, on the glass, on the other glass, and then it automatically turns everything on once it connects to the redstone torch power. And so that's pretty much it for getting the sticky piston to go ahead and extend out. So now what we want to do is create our open mechanism, which is going to require the calibrated sculk sensor, the lectern, and a comparator. What I like to do is, just a couple blocks away. I mean, it could be in here facing whatever direction you want, because you do have up to 15 spots for redstone dust that you can run this line into. And I say up to 15, if you're using a 15, you'll have 15, but if it's less than 15, it needs to be equal to or less than however much power signal you're outputting through the calibrated sculk sensor. So to begin with, we're going to place the sculk sensor here. I just like to keep it kind of close. You're going to want to run a comparator into it, and you're going to want to put a lectern down. Then we're going to take the redstone dust. Just go out of the side here. I'm sorry. So you don't want your redstone dust to touch the torch. You want it to touch the block. So we're going to go from the back end of it over the side and into the block there. So as you can see, just walking around is making it fire, but that's obnoxious. So we want to set the book and quill to a specific page, and that's going to be 30 of 30. And then you're just going to want to put something here. I like to put the power output signal strengths, and that's going to be 15. And then I'm just going to number it all the way down to 1. This is not technically necessary for you to do, as long as you know how much signal is being output through each page. Okay, and that's that. And then you can sign it, or you can just place it. And then you want to set the book to whatever the output signal strength you want to have it set to. I'm going to do 8 because that's the one required for food to open doors. So we'll go ahead and get the food out. We'll come around the front here, and then we'll just take a peek, see if it works. And it does indeed work. And we'll do it again and run through. So perfect. Now we've got our hidden entryway. Only you know about it, and only you know how to open it. As long as it's all covered, generally people won't be able to just run across this and find it, because it'll be all in walls and stuff like that. So I hope this helps. I hope you have fun with the calibrated sculk sensor. I know that I do, and I can't wait for the bugs to get fixed out of it so that I can make a bat cave entryway. So if you like the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content, as there will be more future content. Thanks and have a good day.